And here we go again. It's another Saturday. I am super tired. But the show must go on and we gotta do another grid drive today. So this one I didn't test, but I'm sure it will be okay because I know that I think a broken Loxely tested this one, so it's not like we just go into something that's not been looked at. In case you missed my former streams or the Pokemon Booster Pack unboxings, there is a big stream coming up tomorrow where I will be checking and playing Elden Ring for the first time in my life. I have not seen many videos or streams about it. I just know that there is some kind of a grassy field and a guy on a horse. And that is all I know about Elden Ring. So it's a Souls-like, I think. I've heard that the original game is supposed to be rather easy, while the expansions, the DLCs, seem to be really hard. But we are just starting with the regular game for now, which should give us enough hours for a good start. Alrighty, and with all of this said, let's get to the grid drive, which all of you guys came for today. And there we go, but before we start the driving, I got a bit of news today. So, as you know, I just recently got a new car and I'm still paying off the monthly fees, which is gonna take about 1.5 years. I've already been quite tight on money before, so I decided it would be in my best interest to cut down on my land on Second Life, and therefore I just sold half of the land and reduced my area to about half the size. As you can see over here, I took down only my private area and I relocated a bit of stuff. I took down the pavilion over here, but the entire public area is still over here. It's still accessible for everybody. And let me just show you guys around really quick. We got a new seating area. There is an actual connection to the store now. Or rather to the little plateau over here, which we didn't have before. And I'm not sure if Linola already put another invisible prim over here. I didn't want to fall through the ground. As you can see, I have moved the bar over here. But most of the bar is still looking the same. I just obviously also here had to remove a few stuff, since the prim limit is a lot less than it was in the double-sized area. But yeah, most of the stuff is still here. I had to take down the crane game apparatuses, which is a bit sad, but each of the crane games was almost 24 prims, and I just didn't have them anymore. So yeah, that is all for the changes around my area, but as you can see, it's mostly still the same. And I also got some good news. All of the land that is over here and on the other side of my location was bought by the owner of Fakamori Town, and it will be connected to the Fun Society to the left and to the train station to the, I think it's the north, or maybe it's the south. I'm not sure. It's a train over there. So yeah, there's gonna be new stuff coming in, but I know that she's pretty busy. She's currently dealing with another guy giving up all of his area over here. So yeah, there is a few spots to cover, and you can see that it left quite the huge hole in the area. It's understandable though, the market situation is not good. Economy is going downwards and everybody needs to do what they have to do. Anyways, we are here for a drive, and drive we will. As I said, I have no idea what today's drive is gonna be about, so we will be surprised. Okay, it seems like we are going to a fantastic place. I'm not sure if I wanna believe it. Oh yeah, and in case you missed it, we got a new car today. Or rather, since the last time. And this is EXP Stratos. A new vehicle that I designed to look really badass. And I gave you guys a quick tour through most of the functionality, and we have set up this entire thing. I gave some advice on the tuning stuff and all of the accessories it comes with, and yeah, it's a nice vehicle. We're gonna use it today. And I think there is still a sale going on, so if you want the Stratos over here, make sure to go over to the EXP main store, which I think is located at Geotopia. Alrighty, and with that said, let's get to the drive. Okay, it's gonna be a cool and historical place. Honestly, I'm not opposed to going to a cool place after we literally hit 40 degrees Celsius last week. Which was absolutely not funny. I've been suffering so much. And it's not just the heat that we had to endure, but since the heat was almost omnipresent for like 3 or 4 days, it really dried out my skin and my nose and my throat, and it was really hard to sleep. And I think on Thursday we got a really heavy thunderstorm. And the temperature dropped within just a few hours by 15 degrees Celsius, which is absolutely insane. So when I woke up on Friday, so we got the heat on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We got the thunderstorm on Thursday evening. And on Friday the temperature was super low. That seems to be a good thing, but yeah, it's really not. And here comes why, because if the temperature was really high and your skin and nostrils and throat and all really dried out, then it becomes very vulnerable. And if the temperature just drops really, really quickly, that means that the inner pressure builds up. And I itched my nose and just slightly rubbed it. And that was enough to open the lake. And I kid you not, it was the Red Rivers. They just kept flowing out of the left. And I tried to clog it up with a tissue, but it was so intense that the tissue was just unable to take all of the blood in. And it got collected all the way up to the back of my nose, until the point where it literally went over the barrier and exited on the other side of the nose. So I basically got a nosebleed from both of my nostrils, and it almost, I think it took like almost 2 hours to end, which is absolutely crazy. Imagine having a nosebleed and it's just raging on for 1.5 hours and then just keep slowly dribbling over another 1.5 hours. I was really close to driving to the hospital again, but it eventually stopped. But well, it was definitely not fun. I was sitting at work with a cooling pad in the back of my neck and the tissues on my nose, and I couldn't really work at all. So yeah, that's been pretty much my Thursday, or my Friday. And I kid you not, I'm really extremely exhausted. First, the issue with the nerve in my leg. Then the little what seemed to be a heart attack but turned out to be inflamed nerves in the chest and the arm. And now the nosebleed, which was absolutely insane. I really think that is enough for at least a few weeks. Yeah, but I'm doing a lot better today. It's actually surprising myself how well I'm doing today. The nose is almost free again, and the temperature is pretty solid around maybe 26 degrees Celsius, which is really fine. I got my ventilator set up, and I figured out that aside of the going left and right swing, it also comes with a function that is like a really quiet sleeping breeze, where the ventilator is just going out and on and out and on, and it's barely making any noise, but it is just sending some really chill breezes over across the room, which is quite enjoyable. I just have to cover up my left leg because the nerve, which is still recovering, doesn't like the chill breeze. But yeah, once I figured that one out, everything went smoothly. I just wish there wasn't so much going on all the time. And I'm almost out of water, so I may have to hit the store and get some refills. We can't really drink from the tap over here because they have to put a lot of chemicals into the water to fight off the leftovers, the filth, the particles from the canalization and stuff, and it's really not healthy at all to just drink it. The residue from all of the gems is really nasty. And I don't think that I want to block up my arterials with this one. And I kid you not, when I just switch on the tap from the sink and let the water flow for a bit, and then switch it off and just barely wish it off. So there is still a bit of moisture left in the sink, and I just let it dry naturally. And there is like a really fine white mist left in the sink where the leftover water evaporated, which is crazy. If you just move your finger through it, you can pretty much write something in the sink. And I think it's called chloride, which they mix into the water, but yeah, it's just not really drinkable. So we just drink it from the bottles over here, and I'm almost out of bottles, which is not really anything traumatic. It's just a hustle. I also found some really nice hair earlier today, but I haven't gotten around to try it on yet. But I got about 3 or 4 demos in my inventory, so maybe I just go through them later and try them on, and maybe by the next week something is gonna change. Maybe. No promises. I'm just really excited about the stream tomorrow. When I got the major nosebleed yesterday, I was really nervous if I had to cancel it, but as it seems, that was unnecessary. I'm doing really fine today. So yeah, it's gonna be Elden Ring for the first time. I've played Dark Souls 3 before, and I also finished Neo 1. But I know that Neo 2 was a lot more harder, because I basically threw it and gave up on it. So as long as it's not as hard as Neo 2, I think we shouldn't have any problems. And I probably will regret saying this a bit later tomorrow. I also heard that they released the demo or the early access version for Neo 3, which I was considering, but they also said that Neo 3 is gonna be a lot harder than Neo 2, and since I already gave up on the second, I don't think there's any reason for me to even try the third. There's also something which is called Tokiden, which I think they made about 2 or 3 versions of the game, but they sadly discontinued it. But Tokiden was like Souls, Dark Souls or Monster Hunter. Yeah, it was like Monster Hunter, but the setting was more in a Japanese mythical way. And it was so much more fun than Monster Hunter was. So I'm really sad that they discontinued it, but if you like Monster Hunter, then maybe check out Tokiden. Yep. I wish it was already fall or winter, and a lot closer to my end of the year vacation. That would be very nice. That means we could play a lot more Elden Ring and Lords of the Fallen and stuff, which is another game that I got during the Steam summer sales, which is still going on. You should check it out. A lot of the games have received quite the price drops. I think I cleared out half of my wishlist. Also, not gonna lie, this is quite a long first leg. That's insane. And I'm flying again. Yeah, these crossings are really bad today. They are not as bad as they used to be a few weeks back, but it's still pretty nasty. A few of the people in the drivers group actually mentioned that the crossings got better, but I don't see any of it. I wish they would at least get rid of the bonking, where sometimes you drive through crossing and it just seems to be steering so harshly into one side. And here we go. Okay, we are done with the vehicle. And as you can see, if you drive the starters a lot, you actually unlock horsepower bonus. So if you just drive around a lot with it, the acceleration gets much faster. Not like it really needs it. It's already a very fast vehicle. The Starfish Air and the base. That kind of sounds like either an airport, yeah, it seems to be one, or a museum. But I guess we are just having a flight leg. Okay, let's just get our little aircraft out. And I think today we're gonna use the Wolfen. And it flies the same as the Harving because it's from the same series. And I basically used the same script. This is the vehicle of the Snarwolf team. I'm back from the Lilith Wars series. And I think I'm stuck somewhere. Yep. Okay. There we go. Oh, whoops. There's so much stuff in the sky. A lot of people just use the sky for their little private homes and skyboxes or stores and something. Which I guess makes sense, but in case of stores, I think it would be better off just dropping it to the ground level where people can actually see it and potentially visit on their own. And swoosh. I almost missed the turn. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Okay, I can already see the landing area. We can definitely do this. Wait a second, did you just see this? Guys, we just made another record. We are on the top 6 for the leaderboard of nice landings. And I wonder if that's the board over there. Let's see, we should be in position number 6 it was. Heck yeah, we are here, over there. Nice. Yep. unrivaled blending skills. I'm probably gonna regret saying this later. Oh my gosh, we are really doing everything today. And I think we are starting with the shark. I just really like the shark. Also, let me just really quick fix the tail. There we go. I just realized I could have also used the Tiki bar boat, but this one is a lot faster. And I don't think that the Tiki bar boat is a small or medium vehicle. Oh, this is quite far away. At 3,500 meters to go. But it's only taking about a minute. So that's not too bad. I wonder what the cool place is gonna be. I like cool places. Maybe we're just thrown into a fridge. Okay, already halfway there. And we're going to the Angels Airport and Marina. There are so many Angels airports. I have no idea which one it's gonna be. Also, I have no clue where we are on the map. This could be close to Bay City, but it could also be anywhere else. The names of the places just don't ring a bell at all. We're almost there now. I'm sort of using the break to brainstorm what I will make for dinner today. Oh my gosh. Let's see, I think yesterday I just had a few chicken strips and a block of feta, which was basically my dinner. But it was really nice. I really like feta a lot, especially when it's really good salted. And it goes especially well on some really baked breads or baguettes, or even along with pretzels. And sometimes you'll even get something like a bun, but it's made with the dough of a pretzel. And that's just awesome. That's just awesome with feta on it. And I think that's another driver up there. So we're just gonna follow the lead. Up over here and then 100 degrees turn. And we should be good. Now we're waiting for the hut. And there we go. I just have to be careful with my cursor because for some reason I'm really prone to double clicking recently, and a double click on Second Life basically teleports me out of the car. Oh. Okay, I didn't see that curve. I have no idea how I missed it, but for some reason I thought that this was some kind of a ramp or something. And there we go. Ah, now I know where we are, okay. Yeah, this is pretty far away from Bay City. And we're also in the north again. Which I'm not sure why all of the drives recently take part over here. The we've got the entire mainland and 80% of the drives are always in the northeast. Yes, it's the east. Okay, let's try to get through the crossings over here. We are starting strong with a corner. There we go. Oh my gosh. And there comes another one. Yeah, this area is pretty famous for the lake and the corners. Nothing really good. That is why a lot of the areas over here are usually up for sale or up for rent. Because most of the people prefer to be in the center or the south of the mainland. Or maybe even in the northwest, which is where I am living currently. On the train island, even though I'm not a big fan of trains. Okay, the driver in front of us just vanished. I have no idea where they went. Oh, they are. Okay. Never mind. I just saw them flying away to the left. Yeah, like this. And then they vanished from the minimap. Oh no, I just realized this is probably copyrighted. So let me just switch off the music. And there we go. And since we got a bit of a distance between them, I can switch on the sounds again. YouTube is just really sensitive with music. The moment there's not the slightest sound that seems to be copyrighted, you get into trouble. Also, I can't believe we are already on the fourth leg. That is insane. Okay, another corner. I'm not surprised. But this one is some rather spacious though. Not a big deal, just almost fell from the road. As we usually do. This TARDIS is a really nice balanced vehicle once you change the tuning a bit. I had to turn down the steering and reduce the gear power a bit. But after that it became it's still powerful and quite fast as you can see, but it is really nice and manageable, and considering how much functionality they put into this vehicle, it is really low lag. Which surprised me a lot. Hey there, Striker. How are you doing today? Why is it looking like there is a person on the road? This isn't gonna be a roadkill. Okay, we evaded it. Oh, maybe not. He shall live another day. Hey there, Frank. Ooh, it's another corner. I think this is the one major thing that Second Life really needs to fix. The stupid crossings and the corners. Once they get rid of the crossings and the corners, driving in Second Life would almost feel like GTA, which would be so much more fun. But I don't really see that happening anytime soon. Oh my gosh. I almost drove right through the fuel station. I already saw the blast in the sky. Okay, we just had a little bit of a leg spike. But it's going smoothly again. I'm still very excited for tomorrow's stream. I've been looking forward to playing Elden Ring for so long. I just really hope that I don't embarrass myself too much. I have already logged in and created my avatar though. And I saved it to the favorites, so I should be able to load it tomorrow. This is one nasty corner though. I'm not sure if we survived this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm doing quite okay today. Which is surprising since yesterday I was basically just a blood glacier. I had such a nasty nosebleed yesterday. It almost came out of both nostrils at once. But it's all recovered by today. And it's nothing serious, so no big deal. And another corner. honestly, I'm just glad that the temperature isn't down again. And from what I've seen in the reports, I think it's gonna stay around 26 for at least 1 or 2 weeks, not hours. Yet it would be crazy. So if it was just 1 or 2 hours, that would be so useless. Nah, but it's gonna be 1 or 2 weeks and I can easily manage that. But 40 degrees Celsius was just way too much. And I think I only know one person who really enjoyed it, which is crazy. And everybody else was just absolutely suffering. Okay, we are almost there. And I think there's another teleporter at the end of the road. I would be very surprised if we have to drive 51,000 kilometers. I have to say, as much as I like the Stratos, I also really like the Super 80, which is the Honda S800. It's just nicer to look at because you can see the driver still. And this is just a black car with no real connection to me or anything. So I think at the next stop we are going back to the Super 80. Don't get me wrong, this car is absolutely peak in handling. It's driving super fun and all, but it's just opticking reasons at this point. And I think we arrived. And there's the teleport. I have no idea where we are. Caledon. Oh, I think I know that area at least. Yeah, that's a private area of Sims. It's not connected to the mainland. Or maybe it is. It kinda looks like it. No, it's not. We have done a few drives before over here. And I also did the Christmas drive over here, which was really fun. And I think we had to run around Halloween as well. There's actually a connection to the mainland over here, which... let me just show you guys. I think it's over here somewhere. It should be over there. There's like a little portal in the water, which teleports you to the place where we are basically right now. The mysterious tunnel entrance. Oh, there is a tunnel entrance that I know about, which is leading to a goblin bar. I wonder if it's the same one that she's talking about. Also, that is a nice ship to the left. I really liked to play Port Royal as a kid. That's a lot of cannons. Oh my gosh. Also, I think if you fire the front cannons, you just put holes into your sails. Maybe that's the plan. Surprise your opponent. Fire through the sails. Okay, it's definitely not Lutan I thought about. We just jumped right into the sewers. That is nasty. Which is kind of funny because Nasty is an iced tea brand. And I'm not sure if that is a good brand name, if you consider that all of your products gonna be nasty. I'm not sure where you saw Ninja Turtles. I just saw a crocodile on the way here. Maybe I missed something. I don't think I missed some Ninja Turtles. This is an interesting tunnel though. It almost looks like we got swallowed by a whale. Okay. Yeah, Frank, yeah, I didn't make that connection. But that definitely makes sense. Maybe we run into them. Yeah, I'm not going any further. That is nasty. Also, didn't the Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles have a red master which was called Splinter? Which is really weird, because it almost writes the same way as a German word, which basically means a butthole. Yeah, it's the Red Master butthole. Also, I can't believe that we're already at the sponsor's place. It's an interesting location though. I like the interior design. Also, I think this is one of the shortest drives that we have done so far. Yeah, we are not even at 50 minutes. They could have added another leg. Well, let's check out the vehicle we got. I'm guessing it's a motorbike. I just have to check if this area is good for testing, but I don't really see anything around in terms of a road or something. So maybe we're just going home. Yeah, I'm not sure if this area is abandoned. It's for sale, okay? Now let's go home. Just detaching the hut first. There we go. The warlock. Okay, that sounds suspicious. Let's go to the neighbors in, because I'm pretty much out of pens. And then we check out the warlock. Okay, it's definitely a motorbike. And it seems a bit familiar. Maybe it's from the same creator than the Marauder, but the steering seems to be a bit more stiff. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if I can get out of here, since they made the road super narrow. How do I change to the next gear though? Nope. Okay, we want our way out of here. Also, here's a fun fact. The people of the former Hiraya town tried to make the area a bit more of a rural landscape area and reduced the town to something more small and nature-like stuff. And a few days after they set all of this little town up, this happened. The neighbor just put up a huge ass city over here. And they are not happy about it, obviously. Oh my gosh. I did not expect the turbo to be such a big difference. Okay, we can change the graphics, the controls, the camera, and we got the advanced menu. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. It really makes some strange noises when you change the gear. I'm not sure if you guys hear this. Like, I have no idea what it's saying though. There it was again. It's not driving bad, it's just a bit oversensitive with the steering, I think. And since we can change most of the settings, maybe under controls, we can reduce the gears a bit and we can change the braking and the steering. There we go. And I think -2. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a lot more stable. And I really think that at least it's the same scripts as the Marauder. So that's a really good motorbike. And it can also fly, it seems. Oh my god. The horn is pathetic. I like the flying mode though. Now just imagine the large moon in the back, a little alien in the back seat, and this is almost a scene from E.T. There's a lot of particle pollution though. But it's flying really nice. Oh my gosh, that was a crossing. Okay, so we can change the color and add the page up. That's not too bad. But it's only coming with... Oh no, that's a upper menu. Okay. And I'm guessing this is the tank. Maybe not. Oh, it's changing something on the top. Over here, this stripe over there. Yeah, okay. And the second one is for the wheels, I think. Or maybe just for the things inside. Yeah, it's just the little things in the inside. That is a little bit disappointing, but maybe we can edit it. That would be nice. Yes, we got full control on the edits. So you can even turn this into something like a bit more bony stuff. Which didn't really take, I think. But it's because the texture itself is the black. What a shame. Yeah, that's almost everything here is a black texture. So we can't really redesign this without replacing the textures. That is a shame, but it's okay. I wish they had made some more white or silver textures and made the black with the in-world changing system. So everybody could have changed the colors. But the way it is, you can't really overpaint it, because the base texture is already pretty much black. But again, this is a free vehicle that we get, and it's a really nice one, so I'm not complaining. And I think we're at the Haunted Acres, which is a fun way to end the stream, because this is some sort of a haunted amusement park, and we just literally got a horror bike with bones and skulls and stuff. So at least I think it's pretty fitting. Okay, I was just about to give you guys another look, but I guess it disappeared already. Also, you should definitely visit the Haunted Acres. This is a really funny area. It's also a GTFO spot, in case this is relevant for you guys. And that's really connecting places, since it's not just a drive-through area, which is connecting streets with the outer and the inner circle of the island, but it also got access to the trains, with the train tracks going over there. So this is really a very convenient area, and as I said, it's sort of an amusement park. And it's right over here in, what is it called? Loxely at 206 103 43. And it's in the middle of the northern west train island. And it's really close to Akamori town and my little shrine as well. You just have to follow down the road. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed the drive today. It was a bit shorter than usually, but not gonna lie, that's not something that I'm very mad about, because it helps me to recover a bit more before we are doing the big stream tomorrow. Which again is gonna be not this one. This one over here, Elden Ring, which I'm super excited for, so I hope that it's gonna be fun tomorrow as well. Sorry. If you like the content, please consider to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm, and it also helps you guys not to miss any new streams or uploaded videos and stuff. Yes, I hope that all of you guys have a nice rest of your day, and see you next time. Bye!